importantly, I'd like to know where you're watching from and why you're watching from there. Let's see if we can get this going the way that I want it to go. This technology stuff is crazy, but we're getting it, guys. How you guys doing today? Happy Monday. I want to get the live stream shared with my friends over on YouTube so they can chime into the conversation. We got a good one going here. Hopefully they're getting volume. I'm not sure. Stop sharing this one. The YouTube is seeing me. I think I got this. I got this drummed up. YouTube is seeing me. Drummed up correctly. YouTube family, if anybody is following me on YouTube, please let me know if my stream is working over there because I have no idea if they're getting any volume. But as you guys are coming in, let me know, guys. I posed a question today on my page, just letting you guys know I simply show up every day to show you guys how to make an income online from home, right? And I posed in that video just for you guys to comment any questions you have about making an income online from home, and I would respond via a video response. But since we're live, throw them in the comments here, and I'll respond. YouTube, you guys too. If you have any comments, I'll be checking over to the chat there to see what questions you guys have. But digital marketing, guys, if you haven't looked into it in 2024 and beyond, in my opinion, is the best way and the only way you should be looking into to make an additional income stream from the comfort of your own home, right? Through digital marketing, you're able to take people's products that they've already created. I don't know if you knew this, right? But to make money from home online, you don't have to have a physical product. There's a thing called digital products, which a year ago and some change, I didn't even know was a thing. A digital product is something that somebody creates and that it lives on the internet. So the beautiful thing about digital products is that there's nothing to ship anywhere, right? And there's no inventory for you to hold. That's the first thing that people get mixed up about this, is that you don't have to deal with any inventory. It's all digital. It's an electronic product. And I'm not sure if you knew, but the four digital products I promote are in the e-learning industry, which people right now are spending $1 billion a day or more on average to buy to learn skills like this, guys. So if you're looking for a way to make an income online, the e-learning industry is not only trending, but it's in high demand, right? And I discovered this blueprint that taught me how to take done for you digital products in the e-learning niche and be able to step by step learn how to create content to get in front of people that are spending the money to buy this type of information today, right? And how you can take these digital products again that the company creates for you and learn the skills to market, right? To be able to get in front of these people. So that's what I love. What's up, Kevin? Thank you for dropping in and showing love, my brother. So that was my thing, is I always knew that people were making money hand over fist online, but I had no idea how they were doing it, right? And when I figured out it was through a thing called digital marketing, right? The next thing was I didn't have any products of my own, and I didn't know how to choose a good product, right? Or a product that would be viable, right? To simply know, like, hey, if I start selling this, am I going to make any money? So that's what I liked about this blueprint that I've been following, is that it took the guesswork out of it in that regard. So again, it's 4 done-for-you digital products that are already vetted, right? That the marketplace knows people are looking to buy, right? So from day one, I had 4 digital products in a niche that does over $1 billion a day, right? You don't have to know nothing about nothing, but know that an industry that's doing over $1 billion a day is an industry that's in high demand. So I love that I didn't have to figure out a product, that portion was done for me. And that the fact that once these products sold, I was able to keep 100% profit of it, right? And I love that it was no tech, right? The products are created for you. And then the company provides a automated system that does all the selling, telling, and closing for you so you don't have to, right? So as an absolute beginner, I was able to start marketing these products because I had the automated system that this company built for me, backing me to do all the explaining. So I didn't have to, right? And the system runs 24/7, right? When I discovered this, I was working literally 2 jobs, trying to DoorDash, trying to Instacart, right, in my free time. And I was able to learn these skills around my schedule. I'm also married with 2 kids. Also married with 2 kids, right? So 30 minutes here, I was able to work this blueprint, 30 minutes there, an hour there until I completed the workday. And I love the most that I only had to spend 2 hours a day on building this online business, guys, right? So I loved that it was a minimal time investment and I was still able to make 100% profits, that this automated system was doing all the work pushing for me, right? So I had a done for you product, an automated system to push it for me, right? And a step by step blueprint to learn how to get customers, guys. This taught me, right, how to get customers, which people overlook, right? It's not the thing, right? It's the customers. Because I'm sure we've all looked at stuff that we've been scrolling by on social media. That's social media marketing, guys, where you're scrolling across products and services, right, that people are offering. And you think to yourself, like, who the hell is buying this, right? There's literally a customer for any and everything out there on the internet. Just most people don't know how to get them. And that's what this digital product teaches you at your core. It teaches you step by step how to get daily paying customers, right? Literally in just 2 hours a day, posting 3 pieces of content a day, and using a simple free copy and paste ad method to get your automated system in front of customers, right? And when it gets in front of customers, it again does all the selling, all the telling, and all the closing for you. And this is going on 24/7 while you're doing what it is you're wanting to be doing anyway, right? And when I discovered this, it was at a time where funds were extremely low and debts were high. And I needed a way to produce some additional income, right? That didn't require me getting another job because I simply just didn't have the time for another job, right? Or an egregious amount of money out of pocket to get started because, like I said, funds were low, to put it nicely. So when I discovered this, it was literally through social media. So I knew it worked because it attracted me, right? And I discovered this at a time, right, where money was scarce, guys. I'm talking robbing Peter to pay Paul. And my mentor, who's now my mentor, showed up on my TikTok feed. How you doing, Yasmin? Right? I'm amazing, my friend. I hope you're doing better. And she showed up saying that she could teach me the skills to learn how to make $900 daily online, right? And keep 100% profit. I'm not going to lie to you guys. $100 a day sounded like a stretch. And I don't know if my confidence was there, but I knew that I had picked up a third shift overnight job to make an extra $600 a week. So if this could teach me how to make $900 a day, if I could learn how to make an extra $900 a week, this is it, right? So the fact that money was low for me, I love that you can make 100% profit with this, right? And I have 4 done for you products, as I stated, that put 100, 300, 600, up to $900 per day per sale directly into our bank accounts like clockwork, guys. Right? When I discovered this on social media through her, right? She said that she was standing in the mirror saying, "How did I get here?" She was a single mom of 6, was stressed, right? Overwhelmed and broke, and didn't know how she got there. And I was in the same spot, right? I had bill collectors calling, debts piling up, and I just didn't have it to pay at the time. So being able to make 100% profit off of 4 products up to $900 a day sounded exactly like where I needed to be, right? So I watched her content for maybe 2 days, guys, and that's all it took for me to jump all in. I've been doing this. I launched this program on April 1st, my friend, of 2024. Right? So I had four products, right? 4 products, and didn't have to create them, right? I knew that they were winning because they're in an industry that does over $1 billion a day. So I know people are actively searching for it. This just pushed me and taught me the skills how to put up to $900 a day of that $1 billion a day that's already being spent directly to my bank account, right? But at the time, I was working a couple of jobs, guys. So again, for those of you that have no time, right? I get you, right? Working 8, 12, 16 plus hour days, right? I was thinking I don't have any time to learn a new skill or to try to launch an online business or all that entails in that. And watching her content for that couple of days, I learned from her that this is just based around a 2-hour workday, guys. 2-hour workday. Approximately 30 minutes, copy and paste ads, right? And approximately 1 hour, right? Creating just 3 pieces of content, right? The blueprint gives you copy and paste ads, right? And it gives you over 200 free classified ad websites to paste these ads to, guys. You just spend 30 minutes of your day, guys. I was doing this around my family, 30 minutes on lunch, get the ads knocked out, right? 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, get my 3 pieces of content created, edited, and posted, right? And it teaches you how to make this content and get these ad posted to get customers that are looking for, again, these type of products, right? Right. And you might be thinking, Well, Khalif, that's great and all, but my technological abilities extend to if something's working wrong, just me turning it off and turning it back on and hope that it works. That was me too, right? Not tech savvy. I don't know how to build websites, create products, or anything like that, right? The company takes care of it. No tech. They set up all the tech for you. All the tech is pre-built. You just follow the blueprint to connect it all so you get the leads and you get paid, right? And if you don't have the time, right, to be following around people, right? I'm able to do this without bugging friends, right? Family, right? DMs. I'm not sliding people in DMs. I'm not having to text people, right? I'm not having to cold call people, right? Because the system is automated. System is completely automated and is running 24/7 for you, right? There are 3 done for you web pages that the company again builds for you. There are 2 video pages and an actual sales website. First page does all the telling, second page does all the selling, and the last page does the closing where they're able to go and buy from you, right? So just approximately 2 hours a day, you're learning and earning how to drive customers to your automated system that's working for you 24/7, right? And when it closes somebody for you, it brings them here to the sales page where your products are sitting, where they're able to buy 24/7, guys. Right? This is a game changer where you're able to learn how to get customers driven to a pre-built automated system and done for you products where 24/7 they're able to discover you on social media because social media doesn't close down, right? And then from there, they're able to buy. So this is all going on while you're doing what it is you were going to be doing anyway, right? And what I love most, right? There's no monthly fees, right? It was a low one-time investment, right? I got this started for less than the cell phone I'm streaming to you guys on right now, guys. And they also offer payment plans. So if you're familiar with Afterpay, with Affirm, or with Klarna, at checkout, those options are offered. So you're able to get started literally for less than you probably are paying for financing the phone that you're watching me on right now, right? And I've never heard the word no. So now I have a rejection free business, right? It's rejection free because when somebody gets into my automated system, it captures their email, right? And they just get followed up with via email through the automated system. If they're not interested, they just scroll to the bottom of the email and hit unsubscribe, guys. Right? So those of you that are not fans and don't feel like you're salespeople, this is perfect for you. The automated system does all the telling and selling, and if they're not interested, they can just unsubscribe, giving you a rejection-free business, right? That's working 24/7. That you're only just putting 2 hours a day into, right? And have up to 4 products working for you at checkout that someone can purchase to put 100% profit into your pockets, guys. In this 2 hour process, I just rinse and repeat every day to earn daily pay. All right, and I invite you guys to check it out. The website directly is getdailypayments.com. Right? Getdailypayments.com. That's the website to check it out. and you can see the actual automated system that I use for yourself. You can also click the link in my bio, which my face is somewhere around here. You just click that link, and then you click the six-figure blueprint, the first link in the bio, and put in your email, and all the information's there. And it'll literally take you through step by step the 4 automated pages that you can use to start earning commissions online if you like for yourself. Now put a 1 in the comments if you guys are with me. Let me know if you guys are still with me. I know that was just a whole bunch of word salad on here, but let me know if that makes sense, guys. Right? Let me know if that makes sense. And if you have any questions, put the questions in the comments. I would love to get your questions answered too. Because I know there's a lot of information out there online about making money from home. So I want you to make a safe and informed decision when it comes to getting something started like this. Right? Let me know what questions you guys have up to this point. Again, I'm here because I show people how to make money from home using a fully automated system. So any questions you guys have about earning an income online from home, please put them in the comments and I would love to get them answered for you. Right? We have over 38,000 members to date inside our community that are learning the skills that are just like us, moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, that are plugging into this proven blueprint to be able to make a passive income online in a couple hours a day. Right? If you need step by step, this is for you. Right? And what more it has than step by step, it has daily mentorship. Literally, you have a 7-figure mentor once you invest in your blueprint, letting you know exactly what to do, say, and post every single day to get your automated system discovered, to get you discovered on social media, to start learning and earning. Right? And then you have weekly live mentorship in the form of Zoom calls, guys. We get mentored a half a dozen times a week by 6 and 7-figure earners that have this same blueprint, that are using the same products, right? We just had a fire mentorship call last week. A member in our group, Daryl, was an ex-welder who, after 14 years, his job let him go. Came in on Friday, like a regular Friday, and they let him know his department has been dissolved and they no longer needed him. That took him from literally already living paycheck to paycheck to now actually being homeless, right? And having to figure it out. He discovered this blueprint, guys, and in his first 8 months, earned $200,000, guys, with this exact blueprint, and mentored us last Thursday on exactly what he did to be able to earn that 200,000. And then after mentoring and teaching us what he did, we were able to ask questions, guys. Right? This is what I didn't know I needed, right? The product is almost irrelevant if you don't have customers. That's what this program teaches you. What makes it different than these other courses versus this is a true interactive program, guys, where you get daily and weekly live mentorship on what to do, say, and post to get customers driven to your business. I don't know if I'm the only one. I can't be the only one that has tried to buy courses in the past or make money online opportunities, right? And had minimal to no results at best, most times donating, because I didn't know how to steadily get customers, guys, right? This teaches you exactly what to do, say, and post so you can be consistent with your marketing, right? So you're showing up every day to drive customers, right? And if putting your face out there, right, makes you nervous, or for a plethora of other reasons you don't want people to know what you're doing online, this blueprint teaches you how to take all that I said and do this completely faceless, right? You can build a faceless empire. Nobody knows who the hell you are digitally, right? And people are loving the fact that they can build this completely faceless and earn a passive income online. So I guess I want to go. My next segue is if you guys, and I'm asking you, do you want to check out the community next? What's up, family? How you doing? Or do we want to actually check out the classroom and you kind of see how we're directed? Put a 1 if you want to check out the community and see what we got going on in there, or 2 if you want to dive a little bit into the classroom and see how a typical day goes with this, guys, and you can see how easy it is and simple to start learning and earning an income online. Let me know which direction you guys want to go, because again, I'm just in you. I'm here in your world, right? My friend Grow to Grow said 2. I almost forgot that quick what my number 2 was, but it's to kind of check out the classroom. So again, I told you we get a step-by-step blueprint, right? And just bear with me. Let me get logged into the school community. Here, I'll put you guys over here while I'm logging in. All right, so no doubt, Vegan Cat, man, when are you getting inside? Right, I'm doing this for people like you, man, that are ready for something like this. No, it's just confusing because you're not inside the community, man. Right? It's just like Chris Brown said back in the day, right? You hating outside the club and you can't even get in. That's the only reason why it's confusing. Once you get in here, it's truly step by step, friend. Right? And starting with the community, guys. Just like my friend said, it's kind of confusing, right? And that's what a course does. It just confuses you. Right? We have a community, guys. Once you get in here, there's no confusion. Right? The goal of this community, once you get inside, is literally to help you build a daily paid customer base digitally, right? Proven step-by-step roadmap to attract daily paid customers, build an impactful email list, and create a well-known brand, proven six figures in 6 months, right? This is our mentor, guys. She created this community, right, around her journey using these same products, right? The Vegan Cat, that's my best-selling product. $900 one-time investment. But if you stick with me, I'll show you how you can get started for far less than that and still get full access to everything. Right? So Michelle in her first 17 months made $1 million, guys, with this community, the products, and the blueprint. Right? And literally has this mapped out. And just like I said, guys, this is where the confusion stops. When you get in, the first tab in the classroom is getting started training, guys. Right? Right? Literally, there's modules that you go through to get started correctly, guys. Right? And you just follow these through until you complete all of these. Right? Right? It's all here. Step by step, and you follow your course progression, right? So you don't know, or so you're not confused. Don't skip around, just follow them in order. Right? And then when you finish that, the community thrives right here. The 90-day success sprint. Right? Where each and every day, Michelle tells us exactly over the course of 90 days, right? What to do, what to say, and what to post on social media to be able to get yourself and your system discovered by potential customers, right? Every day, she don't miss, guys. This is why I said when you're on the outside, yes, it's very confusing. But once you get in here, Guys, literally by the day, you're getting told exactly what to do, right? And that's what I love, right? I went to public school, right? I was used to peeking over my shoulder and looking at other people's papers, right? And this is the first opportunity I ran into, right? It's okay to be a copycat if you're copying the right cat, right? Right? The cat we happen to be copying has made over $1 million in her first 17 months. In 2024 alone, has made over $1 million. And today is her 2-year anniversary, guys. 2 years ago, she had no idea what TikTok even was, what digital marketing was, right? What digital products were, and has made over $2 million, guys, in her first 24 months. And this same person is mentoring us literally daily exactly what to do, say, and post to drive those same results. You just got to do it, right? And not only that, you get weekly live mentorship, guys, right? Like today, when you get started, today we're going to have a training from the CEO of Repurpose IO, right? Will help us leverage our time by scheduling out our content, guys. Where he's going to train us for an hour and a half, and then there's going to be question and answer after. You have an even better one, Grow to Grow. Thank you, right? And if you don't know what Repurpose IO is, you're going to want to. For layman's terms, what Repurpose IO allows you to do, and I need you to imagine this. Say you post a piece of content to TikTok. Repurpose IO is an automated system that allows you when you post to TikTok, you can set it up where it takes that same piece of content and posts it to Facebook, Instagram, right? LinkedIn, so on and so forth, guys. Imagine how much productivity you get done where you post one time and that software allows it to show up on all social media platforms that you program in it, guys. Right? Where you take that one piece of content and are able to get exposed all over the internet. Right? If you think with 5 billion people across all social media platforms being on and off social media all day, to be able to post once and it shows up on all of those platforms, if you can't in turn get in front of customers and get your business discovered, guys. This is the stuff that this program is teaching us, right? This isn't just a course to sell a course, guys. This is teaching you how to build a business digitally and how to scale it, guys. $900 a day is $328,500 a year, right? Imagine in a year's time you got started. Almost $330,000 are in the bank because you're learning these skills right now. Greetings from South Africa. How you doing, my friend? Right? 2026, another 330 grand banked. 2027, congratulations. In 3 years, following a step-by-step blueprint, right? You're a self-made millionaire, right? And the person mentoring us did that in 17 months, guys. The program is designed for you to do it in 3 years, and she did it in 17 months. And that's who your mentor is every day, guys. Right? Imagine the power in that and getting this type of thing going for yourself and your family. Right? And those of you that aren't tech savvy, how you doing, Carrie? Right? 3 days a week, we have a dedicated employee in the community to help you with your tech setup. Right? 2 hours a day, 3 days a week to help you support you setting up your tech. And if you like me and you find a way to break your tech after it's set up, they'll help you fix that too, guys. All included, guys. One-time investment into this program, no monthly fees. Right? It's all here for you. right? And the best part is the community, guys. As you see, there are many members in the community, guys, in the comments. Wave, guys, that are in the community. I appreciate you guys supporting, right? That make this journey even more fun and easier because you have a family around you that are driving towards the same goal as you, right? Over 38,000 people that have discovered this blueprint that are using this, right, to be able to grow a passive income stream online. And we're encouraged as a community to put our wins, guys, right? And these are some of them. And I'll just source it to the newest so you guys can see what's really going down, right? You see my friend Ashley right here. She said, living a dream. Does anyone else have little dreams about this business? She said she dreamt last night she had a $1,300 day and woke up to $100 payment this morning. She said she'll let us know when the rest rolls in, guys. Right? Making money in your sleep, guys. That's what having an automated business online passively does to you, right? You see my friend Erica. Again, woke up to this, guys. Can I say happy Monday? Woohoo. Changing lives. Right? $300 came in this morning. 6:13 a.m., guys. Right? She wasn't posting content. She wasn't going live. Right? She was sleeping, guys. But since you have an automated system, it's working for you even when you're not. Right? Right? My friend Phyllis, 40 minutes ago, guys. Right? She's out shopping at the grocery store and $600 come in. Right? What did she say? Her only regret is not doing it sooner, guys. Right? Guys, what a lot of us do is say, hey, this sounds good, but let me think about it. Right? Or like my friend says, I'm confused. Right? And a confused mind says no, guys. Nobody knows how to do anything on day one. Right? That's why you need a proven blueprint that's going to walk you through step by step to learn and earn. Right? You need done for you products so you don't get lost in the sauce trying to figure out a good product. Right? While you have a done for you automated system built for you so you don't have to be on the phones with each and every person that expresses interest, right? While you can learn and earn while you're doing this, guys, and you get proficient as you go along. But you got to get started, right? The money's not made waiting until you understand, because you'll never understand everything on day one, right? Just like a job, guys. They put you in a probationary period, be in it a couple weeks, couple months, right? Maybe close to a year as you get proficient, right? Just with this, the ramp up period, you learn and earn at the same time, right? Let's see who else got something going on. My friend William, $100 ding came in, right? My friend Alyssa, another payment last night while having dinner with the family, right? Omar doesn't normally do this, but two $900 dings came in, right? My friend Terry made a sale Sunday and I pushed him over 10K. I appreciate that, Heather. Right? My friend Anton, $1,800 on the weekend. Right? My friend Mandisa, first $300 sale, made her first $300 sale, guys. Right? And the wins just keep coming in, guys. My first $600 sale, went to church and walked her dogs and made money. Right? My man Joseph, past 10 days, $8,900. Right? And the pages just keep going on, guys. Over 500 more pages we can go through. This is what's possible, right? With a done for you digital marketing system in a community, right, of like-minded individuals and mentorship that allows you to avoid those potholes and road bumps, right, that you would run into trying to figure this out on your own. And that's the swing through the community, guys. Let me know in the comments any questions you have up to this point, right? Any questions you have, or put a 1 in the comments if you're still with me up to this point. Let me know you guys are still with me, that this is making sense, right? Because I don't want to leave anybody behind with this. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions up to this point. Let me know. What's up, Destiny? You got a question for me, my friend? So the next piece is investment, right? And what I said I love most about this is that it was a low one-time investment, guys. So I'm not getting punched in the head and the spleen in the back with monthly fees for subscriptions, for softwares, anything like that. I invested in my blueprint, and the company allows you to make 100% profit by paying, in essence, a franchising fee where they set up your automated system in your website. The franchising fee, or they call it a website fee, is a one-time $29 fee that sets up your automations, right? And your automations look like this, guys. I'm not gatekeeping, right? Let me get to the right page. So they're going to develop a link for you once you're sitting, right? I have a link tree. You want to click this first link, guys. And this first link is literally the first page of the automated system, right? Your prospect comes in and they want to discover how to start an online business with a proven blueprint. They just put their email in, right? This is literally the first page of the automated system that you'll use yourself to make passive income, guys, if you like. And so you don't have to. Our mentor, Michelle, pops up on this first page, thanking them, letting them know their email will be to them in the next 5 minutes. If not, check their spam folder, right? She's got a video for them, and this she does all the selling for you guys. You don't have to, right? Takes them through testimonials and everything so they can see proof of concept that people are using this to make money. And they click this button here. This is the third page. This page does all the telling for you, right? So you don't have to, guys. This is what keeps you off of phones, out of DMs, having to be on social media all day, because these pages are out there working for you 24/7, guys. Right? And when they're ready to get started, they click this button. And this is the closing page, right? This is the done for you website that they can come to and buy, guys. Right? 24/7. This is here where they're able to binge on all the information they want. Right? Right? The 3 simple steps to make 100% profit. Step 1 is get started. Right? Right? Then it's going to teach you how to launch a daily pay business. And then you start earning, guys. It's literally that simple. Right? And again, I'm not tech savvy, guys. This was all built for me. It just prompts you how to add a couple of pictures and a bio of yourself to brand the website to yourself, but the rest is done for you. Right? And it explains how it works. So you don't have to each and every time. Right? Lets them know the world of income possibilities. Right? Testimonials like I just showed you inside the community, right? Right? And it explains the 4 digital products, guys. My best-selling product, as my friend asked earlier, is the Legacy Builder. Right? It gives you 4 done-for-you digital blueprints that teach you the skills how to make a daily recurring passive income online. Right? You get a website and your automated system ready to go on the first day, guys. Instant access, right? It's pre-built and automated, and the company charges a one-time $29 to build your automated system. Those 4 pages that we led up to get to this point in this sales page, they set up for you for $29 one time, guys. Right? And anybody that gets started while we're live before the presentation ends, I will pay your website fee for you. You just got to get started at the digital mastery level or the legacy builder level. And I'll take care of your automated website fee, right? Because I understand this, right? The first step is getting started, guys. And I want to help you get started because all of this means nothing unless you get started. So those of you that, again, get started, I will cover your website fee while live, right? You just got to get started at the digital mastery or the legacy builder level. And what is that you're asking, right? The website explains all the levels. The Launchpad is our starter product, which teaches you how to make $100 a day passively. Our passive daily paid blueprint teaches you how to make $300 a day passively, right? And all the information's here. The digital masteries are $600 a day blueprint. And my bestseller is the legacy builder, which is the $900 a day blueprint, right? Which leaves nothing out, guys. You get all 3 of the previous blueprints and the legacy builder included, guys. So nothing's left out, right? This is my most popular. Just people understand the leverage, guys, to have 4 products on your website when somebody discovers you to be able to buy. All right. And then you get the bonuses, the community we just went through. Again, you can do this completely faceless, and it gives you templates and teaches you how to do this on Canva, right? You get Michelle's blueprint that we get to follow how she did her first million in 17 months and get daily and weekly live mentorship, guys, right? You can create your own products with master resale rights, right? You get the marketing strategy, right? That's teaching you how to track customers. There's over 200 other digital product ideas inside the program that you can launch for more income streams, right? And again, people are loving that you can do this completely faceless, right? Again, guys, you just got to get started. That's the only way you can start earning 100% profit is get started and choose a program, right? There's 4 programs to choose from, right? Individually, they all would be $1,900 if you bought them all individually. That's why people are loving my legacy builder program, because one-time investment here gets you all 4. And if you guys are following me, that's how people are making $900 days, guys. One-time investment of $900 get you 4 done for you programs, right? $1,900 worth of income, right? Right, and you click the green button here to pay in full, guys, right? But if you don't have it, I understand. I've gotten approved now through Afterpay, through Affirm, and through Klarna to offer payment plans. You just got to click this blue button here. When you click this blue button, right, and this is going to blow your socks off, guys. The program is going to show up over here as the full program still. But as you see here, you can come to Affirm, look at their terms, guys. Interest-free, or you can go as low as $56, guys, where paying $56 today gets you full access to the program, the bonuses, and the blueprint. Still learn and earn 100% profit, even though you're on the payment plan, right? And I do offer Afterpay and Klarna, guys. It's a no-brainer. Get your foot in the door, right? One legacy builder sale pays off your business. What other business are you starting where your first sale or one sale can pay your business off? And just pay the payment plan off, right? And again, anybody that gets started at my legacy builder level while we're live before this ends, or the digital mastery, right? Again, on the digital mastery, you pay in full. or use the payment plans. They're embedded there too. The $29 website fee, when you get to the thank you page, guys, I'll take care of it for you while we're live, friends. Right? And I think somebody had a question, Heather's Digital Dollars, how easy is it to move up if you purchase one of the less expensive programs and want to upgrade? It's super simple. You actually just pay the difference, right? So if you're at the $100 level, you just pay the difference to move up to the next level. How you doing, Liz? Thanks for showing up and showing the love. I appreciate you reciprocating, my friend. Your live was fire earlier. Heather, let me know if that makes sense to you, my friend. Let me know if that makes sense to you. So literally, guys, that's leverage. And people, hey, I want to jump in at the $100 level to see if this works, right? I propose to you that it does work. And what's going to happen is you start at that $100 level and understand this is how social media works with algorithms, guys. That's why it's so, nobody's probably ever explained this to you. That's why it's so hard to grow a following on social media, because the way algorithms work, if somebody watches a cat video, for instance, right, and they interact with a cat video, right, they don't even have to follow that person. The algorithm is just going to keep showing them more cat videos, right? I'd say that to say that the people that say I want to just dip my toes in at the $100 level to see if it works guys, because the algorithm is going to start pushing more of this type of content to that person. So what I tell people is, you don't want to dip your toes in, you want to go all in. So they discover you, maybe check out their information, you only have the $100 product on your site, but then they find me and they see I have all four, right? And they want to get started at the $900 level and you don't have it on your site, right? It's only going to take you to miss out on one $900 payment before you start figuring out how to get the money so you have all four of those products. So that's why I fought so hard to get those payment plans embedded, because if somebody has the $100 for the starter product, just leverage your $100 and get on the payment plan for the 900, right? So that when somebody comes to your site, they can buy the 100, the 300, the 600, and the 900. So you're not missing out, guys. I hope that makes sense, right? That's leverage. That's what wealthy people do, right? When they want to acquire more income, they go get a mortgage, right? Which is debt. But they go buy an apartment complex, which the tenants pay rent. And they use part of the rent to pay the mortgage, right? And then they keep the rest for profit until those rents pay the mortgage completely off. And now they have a debt-free income source, guys. This is the same concept, but on steroids, right? You don't have to wait 3 to 5 years or more to make your money back here. One sale of the Legacy Builder program puts 100% profit in your pocket, guys, where you're operating in profit from one sale potentially. And then you leveraged a payment plan to get started, guys. So you didn't even have to invest the whole $900, for example, right? You invested $56 and 15 cents today to get a program that has $1,900 worth of income that you can make over and over and over again, just plugging into this blueprint every day. Put a 1 in the comments if that's making sense, guys. Let me know if that's making sense, and if it's not, I can break it up and break it down another way for you so you can understand it, right? And that's what's huge. Let me know what other questions you guys got. Again, this is why I go live, guys, because I know people have questions, and you simply can't get your questions answered by just watching people's content. So I go live to make it through. Pay the mama? No, I didn't. I kind of did lightly, but I didn't break it down. And my friend likes this because she likes her time, guys. And this is what the automated system is going to do, is get you your time back, right? So how the automated system works is when somebody discovers you from social media, you're going to direct them to your automated system, which, as we saw, it's going to ask them to put in their email, right? Emails equal income, guys, right? Because when they put in their email, it's going to take them to those pre-built pages, right, that your website fee covers and sets up for you, right? That are going to sell them for you. They're going to tell them the information, and that's going to close, right? Right. So this is all going on 24/7, guys. This is set up for you by the company on day one, and then you don't have to touch it again. It's just out there working for you, right? But what if they don't get started immediately? The system has their email, so it's going to keep following up with them, right? Just like Macy's does, just like Shein does, right? Just like Amazon does, until you're ready to buy, right? Again, taking you out the equation, guys, keeping you off the phones, from having to follow up and DM people. The automated system follows up with them, and when they're ready, it takes them to the sales site. And again, when they get to the sales site, they have the 4 blueprints that they asked you for information about, right? So you're not bugging or bothering nobody because they put their email in. So there's the 4. Oop, you guys just took a tumble, right? The 4 products are there. Right? I guess my phone's over it today. It doesn't want to be in the stand, right? It has the 4 products on the site, right? And when the sales site closes them, you get a notification that you got a new customer, right? And this is working 24/7. And what we're doing to learn the skills, how to get the customers to find your automated system, we're only spending 2 hours a day. You have the other 22 to do whatever it is you want to do, right? And I invite you guys again to check it out. My direct website is getdailypayments.com, right? Or click the 6-figure blueprint link in my bio. Right? This is your freedom, guys. This is your freedom system. Right? Because that's out there working 24/7, guys. When you put a video on TikTok, TikTok doesn't close down once you hop off. Those videos keep spinning. People keep requesting information, putting in their email. And you have this doing all the work on the back end for you. Right? That was pre-built, that you didn't even have to set up. And that's what I love, guys, is that these people that are making hundreds or thousands of dollars online daily, they're not lying, right? They're just not explaining to you this is what they're doing to do it, right? They're not explaining to you that they're not having to find a new customer every day because they have an email list that is being built on the back end when you put your emails in, right? And since we're building an email list, we have predictability in our business, because we know that on average, every 1 out of 20 people that put their email in on that site are buying, right? So now you have a consistent and predictable income because you have a goal to shoot towards of how many people you just simply need to put their email in that day for you to earn an income that day, right? Yes, I understand that everybody are different type of learners, friend. And that's what's possible here, guys, right? This is the meat and potatoes, guys, right? The company charges only $29 to set that up for you one time, guys. Right? I set mine up and haven't looked at it since. Just letting it work. Right? So the only people I talk to are reaching out to me because they're already getting emailed by what they think is me. And they're just emailing and say, hey, I've been through the system, right? Have a few more questions. I'm ready to go, right? They're reaching out to me. That's way different position than having to cold call people, having to cold text people, having to cold email people, right? Or send cryptic text. Hey, I got this 3 to 6 minute video. Can you check it out? Let me know what you think, right? And then having to follow up with them, until they end up ghosting you, right? There's none of that here. Somebody puts in their email, they're not interested. They just simply scroll to the bottom of the email and unsubscribe. And I'm not butthurt because I spent a whole bunch of time and attention following after them, right? Or them just straight up telling me no. They just unsubscribe and the system moves on to the next person, guys, right? Giving you a rejection free business. And all you have to focus on is the blueprint, right? And creating your content to be able to attract the customers, guys, right? Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. That's the system's mindset. It just keeps sorting through those leads, guys. But that's great. I love explaining that piece, right? That's the heavy lifting, guys. Is sales, right? At the end of the day, and a lot of people aren't fans of sales for those reasons, right? You got to follow up with people for hours on end, right? You're gonna get a whole bunch of no's, right? A whole bunch of no's, guys. Just like I said, even with the email list, 1 in 20 is buying. Imagine banging the phones 19 no's in a row. Most people aren't going to get to 19. They're just going to quit. That's why you put a system in place. It doesn't get its feelings hurt, right? It doesn't take the day off because it had a rough sales day yesterday. It just keeps sorting through the data until it finds a customer for you guys. And that's what you have here. What other questions you guys got? Let me know. Let me know. And those that are in the community, if you guys got questions too, please drop them in the comments. I'm here to help any and everyone because your question might help someone else in need. Let me know what other questions you guys got. And if you're on the outside, secret scrolling, they call it, come on in the room, get your questions answered. If not, take a screenshot of this, friends. Website is getdailypayments.com. These are the 4 products I promote, right? And again, it's a one-time investment into your digital product, one-time investment to set up your automations. Those, again, that get started while we're live at the digital mastery level or the legacy builder, I will cover your website fee here live, guys. On the thank you page, when you have to pay $29, I'll take care of it. You can pay in full, or as I was explaining earlier, I offer payment plans through Afterpay, through Affirm, and through Klarna. And I didn't even mention it earlier. If you have a pre-existing relationship with Afterpay, Affirm, and Klarna, you probably have a good rapport with them. So Affirm on my site has payment plans as low as $56, but I got someone started previously and they already had a relationship. So they waived the down payment. So with me paying your website fee, right? With me paying your website fee and utilizing the payment plan and them waiving your first payment, you can get started potentially with out of pocket, guys. Just like I said, that's the hardest part. People just don't get started. Have you started your YouTube channel yet from Michelle's training yesterday? Yes, my friend. Absolutely. What when that lady says jump, I say how high, right? I have not made $1 million in the industry yet. So anything she says to do, even if I don't understand it, I take rough draft moves because you can always go back and correct it, guys. My channel should be linked in my bio. Let me check real quick because I'm on the laptop here, and let me check and see if anybody from YouTube has any questions. But my channel should be linked in my bio. Let me know if it's in there, friends. Somebody check out my bio real quick and let me know if my YouTube link's in there. And that's what I'm saying. My friend's just talking about our mentor, right? Our millionaire mentor. gave us a training to teach us now how to multiply our income by monetizing more social media platforms, and put a training on how to start taking this over to YouTube, guys. Right? Telling you, this isn't just a course to sell a course, guys. This is a interactive program that's live and up to the minute, where you're learning what's working in the marketplace right now. Right? So you're not wasting your time on YouTube, right? Wasting your time on YouTube learning and researching methods that may not work anymore. That's just producing for clickbait, right? That aren't even doing this type of business themselves, guys. You got to understand, like, most of the gurus and gurus, the stuff that they're selling and promoting and creating content about, they've never actually done themselves. It's just, right? Now here you are is taking somebody's theory as fact and struggling and wonder why it's not working. And that's because they're not actually working the business themselves, guys. Right? Ask me how I know, right? Until getting in this program, I realized that a lot of those people aren't even doing what they're preaching. Right? What other questions you guys got? Let me know. Like, and people ask me all the time, well, the program's $900. I have a lady that reached out to me that said she thought this was complete BS, right? And she watched me for 2 months because I've been here consistently every day promoting, right, myself. And I just happen to have digital products on the back end that are teaching me how to promote myself to get customers, right? But she watched me for 2 months. And in that 2 months, she had a solid job, she called it, right? A reliable job. She was expecting a 92-hour paycheck. Got paid that Friday, and her check was short 12 hours, guys. And for that 2 months while she was watching me, they gave her the runaround, right? Nobody knows where those extra 12 hours went. Go to payroll, go to management. But she's still watching me being consistent because I don't have to think about it, because I have a blueprint to follow, guys, right? I don't have to think about what to say or what to post. I have a 7-figure mentor that shows up every day giving me video content, telling me exactly what to post every day, right? She got started, and this is the text I get from her. So yes, people are buying, right? Regular people with regular jobs are wanting to learn a way to get out of the rat race, or off the hamster wheel, if you will. How many more days like this does she need to have before she tells the job to take a hike? Right? You guys already jerked me on 12 hours and didn't think that I was worth that, while I still showed up every day on time or early, or stayed late, while you guys shorted me 12 hours because I need this job. Right? Right? She had groceries to buy, she had bills to pay, gas to put in her car to get to and from work, and couldn't get an answer. Right? But what she did is what most people don't do. They got started, right? Even as a skeptic, didn't think that this was something that was happening, right? Thinking this was too good to be true. Right? But she got started despite, right, her transgressions and her doubts, and literally changed her life, right? Thank you for the flower, my friend. Right? These are just some of the people in the community and whose lives they're changing, right? I'm gonna invite my friend up. Hopefully she's not tied up in anything, and she can let you know what her deal is and what got her here, right? Hopefully. I don't know. Some people are scared to go live though, so we'll see. Right? This is what's possible, guys. Just a couple of hours a day learning these skills, right? To market yourself. Like I said, the product is irrelevant, guys. A couple different types of people buy from me, including business owners that are not interested in reselling the program. They just want to purchase it to get what's inside, to be able to get customers. Other digital marketers buy from me, right? That bought other courses but couldn't figure out for the life of them through those courses how to get customers. So they buy from me, right? And then you have the people that have no business, right? No products of their own, aren't tech savvy, don't want to create anything. They just want to learn the skills to be able to get daily paying customers and have something they can slap their name on, right? And be able to earn daily pay by learning this blueprint, right? We have it for everybody, right? This is what's possible, guys. And if you guys got questions, let me know. And if this is something that you're seriously considering starting, drop a one in the comments now, and I would love to answer your question, right? And two, if you're on the fence, let me know what has you on the fence so we can get that cleared up, guys. Because again, I want you to make a safe and informed decision when it comes to getting something like this started. What questions do you guys have? Please drop them. Don't hold back, guys. The only dumb question is the one you don't ask. Let me know, guys. Yeah, I did, my friend. If you're not driving or anything, I would love for you to hop up. No, that was personal, friend. Yep. No, I sent that on purpose. If you got time, man, you got the floor. I got you. My guy, bye bye 9 to 5. What's good, my brother? How you doing, friend? Alrighty. Give me just a sec. How you doing? Where in the world where in the world are you today, my friend? Yeah, man. They tried to take me out last week. You see this? Right? Ding dong. Hang on. Oh, sweet. I can turn it on. Hey, look at that. Okay. There we go. You got the whole setup. You're mobile. I'm mobile. I got all the things. I got all the things. Because I'm usually out and about when I'm doing this, so. Imagine that, a lifestyle business. I have all the things. Okay. Let me get my mic on. Okay, so. There we go. Okay. Any minute now. Okay. Okay. I love it. What's up, Lou? How are you? Amazing. Amazing. And this is what I'm saying, guys. Like, she's in the same community as me, has the same products, has the same automated system, but we're not competing because her customer's not mine and vice versa. Like, you guys got to wrap your head around just your small town, right? Or even your social media following. Like, there's billions of people we can get in front of every day. Billions. Yep. I love that. And I started following Khalif, I guess a while ago now, to the point where like we just like to go show support and show love in each other's lives all the time, just because it's just what we do. There's no gatekeeping. There's no like, oh no, like we can't be in the same lives together because someone's gonna go to him. Everyone's got their own customer. Everyone has their own people that they can relate to. So this is like a hate-free community. Yes. And it's the best. I love it the most. If you can kind of tell the folks, I guess, if you can put yourself back up to the moment that you purchased your blueprint, kind of where you were and what prompted you to jump in. Yeah, so I actually, you guys, I'm in my own tattoo shop right now. I own a tattoo shop. I'm a tattoo artist. And I actually wasn't looking for a side hustle or any type of additional income. I found this through a friend of mine, and I saw that she was having success in making daily pay, and I was like,
good for you, that's great. But coming from a person that's been in 5 MLMs, I have done all the things, and I was like, like, I'm skeptical. So I was like, good for you, congratulations, good luck in your endeavors, right? But she kept popping up on my FB feed, and because she's a friend of mine, and it was like, I'm making daily pay, and I was like, great. You know what I mean? But then she posted a screenshot of what she had actually made in a week, and that kind of piqued my interest because it was like 100, 300, 300, 600, 900, and I was like, what are you doing that you're making that kind of money? Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm interested, but I'm still, like, I'm sketched out by a lot of things because of my previous experiences. I've had failures in the past that caused me to be really skeptical about anything that sounds too good to be true. Then fast forward some more, she posted, I made $2,000 today. Holy crap, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you did what? So I even screenshot my combo with her, and I was like, all right, girls, like, I'll bite. I was like, what are you doing? And that's when I actually reached out to her. And she was like, I'll tell you all about it. And I was like, look, if it's an MLM, though, I was like, girl, I don't want to hear about it. I don't have the time. I have a business to run, right? It's right behind me. I've got a family. I don't have the time to team build or all that jazz. So she gave me the info. And like Khalif was saying, like, go to the link in his bio, you know what I mean? Check out his stuff because it's legit. You do the research. Don't just rely on someone's word for it. Don't jump in blind. Do your research because it's not going to be for everyone. But for those that are looking to genuinely make money, you know what I mean, and spend more time with their kids, that's what we want to do. That's what I wanted to do. So even though I wasn't looking for an opportunity, I thought about all the different things that I could do with it. And one of them was homeschool my girls. So after kindergarten, I'm going to homeschool my daughter. My second one, she's about to be 1, and I wanted to spend my time with her, so less time at daycare. And I started back June 26th, and then I started actually going about it July 5th or 6th when we got back from vacation. And it's going to be 21 days till September 30th, and I'm not working anymore. I'm not going to be tattooing anymore. I'm going to have my business, but I'm not going to be here anymore because this is how it's helped me. So I went from being a total skeptic and not knowing or understanding what this was about to owning an online business and building it from nothing, but having the backup and support system like Khalif has. So I love that. And I love being the DGC family because we have people from all over the world that do this with us. So, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer if you're looking for extra help, if you're looking just to free up some time and not get a second job. I highly encourage checking it out. It's well worth it. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I haven't had a lot of people say it's not for them once they get going. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. And like one of the huge things you said is that, again, you were a skeptic from your previous experiences, right? But
Yep.
imagine if you didn't get started based on your previous experience, right? You wouldn't be here right now talking about it. And that's like one of my biggest things. Like, we lull ourselves to sleep in believing that because something went away before, that's what it's doomed to do. And what I like to take it back to simply is us learning to walk, which we probably have no recollection of learning how to do. But most every kid, right, when they're learning how to walk, they do what? They fall, right? And they fall again, and they fall again. And here we are as adults walking around still, maybe taking some tumbles sometimes, right? But imagine if you would have, hey, after that first fall, this doesn't work for me, or the second or third, guys. This is what I'm saying. Like, even with the automated system, on average, 1 out of 20 people are buying from us, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Right? If you're banging out the phones, that might be 19 not right nows or no's. But what it does is it takes you out of the equation, guys. It keeps following up, right? And that's what gets you free. And that's what it's about. Is the money's good, but it's like, what does the money do for you? And it gets you your time back, right? And that's all that money does, is it gets you more. You can buy more time with it, and you can buy experiences. But we've been taught to literally struggle, right, to try to keep the stuff that we have because we don't know systems like this even exist. So I'm saying, like, hey, maybe something didn't work for you in the past because you just weren't in the right system, right? It's just like I know the NFL's back, right? The NFL's back, and QBs get traded or what have you, and might have been doing terrible with one team and then get in the right system. And what comes to mind for me is that the Matt Stafford trade, where literally he was traded in the same year he was traded, got into the right system, and went on and won the Super Bowl. Right? This is your opportunity, guys. Is literally that championship's right around the corner. You just might not be in the right system. I guess yours got jealous. Mine was doing that earlier.
I was like, oh no.
But this is what's possible. Let me see. I don't know if I can do. My friend found me. I didn't know. Like, a lot of people are finding me, so I'm loving it because hopefully I'm getting pushed somewhat a little bit. But a lot of people were asking me, even on my other account that got shut down, you know, what did you do to get your account shut down, or what, all the stuff that comes with that. And my thing is, like, I never even dwelled on that because I know that this is a type of business that you can't hurt anybody doing. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So I had to figure out how to get right back out there.
Absolutely, but now I have backups.
You're right. No, and I built that back up, like, not anticipating this at all, but just learning from this to have a plan B, right? And that's what I did, and had it sitting, and then unfortunately when the other account got snatched, you know, we kept moving without a hitch. What's up, my friend?
Yo.
What's good?
Chilling, man. I'm only here for literally 5 minutes. I gotta run and go pick somebody up, but
oh, you're a busy guy, huh?
Sort of.
I love it. I love
so.
it.
Not so much. And y'all understand why.
Mama's Daily Pay. Yep. You just start another account. You know, post to it maybe once a day or so, just to keep it in TikTok's good graces. Yeah. But my friend, it's good to finally get with you on camera. I know we've been playing a little phone tag, but just like my friend Liz, I wanted to ask you, kind of up to the moment when you pressed purchase, where were you at in your life at that point, you know, that got you going?
I was actually, I just got started in July 9th, and that was because my girl had purchased probably 3 weeks prior.
Okay.
She made like $3,000 in those 3 weeks. I think she had gotten her investment back in 5 days.
Okay.
Then had gotten, kind of similar to your situation, right? You had gotten, I believe, your first sale in like 3 days or something like that. And then you had a brief lull.
Yep.
And then, like you said, you didn't get discouraged. She didn't get discouraged. She's a non-quitter. I'm a non-quitter. She was the proof, really. I'm the type of person that just feels like I can do anything I choose to put my mind towards. So if I see somebody next to me doing something,
yeah,
like, pass me the keys. And she had, quick success, and I kind of, I guess, FOMO'd in, thinking,
yeah,
if she can do it, I can do it better, type thing. And I came in 3 weeks later. I had actually got my first sale before I even came into Legacy.
Nice.
So I got a sale for her. And then once I saw how easily I got a sale, not even being technically in the business myself, I opened up the platform for myself. I had gotten a sale, I think, day 3 once I was actually in.
Mm-hmm.
So I was $1,800 up before I had even gotten my feet under my traction. And like I typed in the comments above, nothing is going to make a skeptic believe more than getting paid.
For sure.
So
right.
That was it for me. I mean, fortunately for me, I had, moderate success very, very quickly. And that was all I needed to just say, yo, I got this, let's run with it. I started reverse engineering the things that I need to do to get to my goals. And once you do that, you realize how actually easy and feasible it is to do so. July 9th, like I said. So what's today? September 9th? 2 months.
Yep.
2 months, approaching $15,000, and just want to scale that up. Sky's the limit.
No, 100%, and that's the common theme here. Is sounds like both of you just I think first step on the website says get started, right?
Yeah.
And people overlook that step. They want to know all the things before getting started. And that's like an impossibility. I'm sure you guys, being just a couple months in yourself, are still learning new stuff every day. There's no way to know everything. So
imagine if we did. I mean,
right?
If we did, we wouldn't be here. Right.
But I want to say one thing before I leave. I like what you were referring to in regards to walking, because I consider this very similar. And we're born with a conscious and unconscious mind, right? And the body is able to follow the things that we continue to put into ourselves, feed ourselves in regards to information. And I like to use the reference of walking as well. Like,
yeah.
When you're a baby, you don't have outside noise telling you can or can't do something, right? So walking is just a natural process. And I think a lot of people struggle nowadays with the idea that they have the ability to really do anything they put their mind to. But then the mind in this day and age is like distracting us from our capabilities. And if someone can just get out of their own skull for a moment to make a decision, and then get out of their own skull long enough to be coachable and to stay consistent on something, then they're going to find themselves walking in this business very, very quickly. No,
100%. Like, and even if you can't get out of your own skull, right? Michelle preaches, just borrow our belief, right? See everybody doing it, and like what's important about plugging in is seeing people like you guys know Victoria. She just eclipsed 400 grand, but people don't know she did that in 13 months, but she's an army wife, right? So she's done that while wrangling 3 boys because her husband's always deployed, right? And people like have maybe a spouse in the home, and they're talking about the time that they don't have when she's like literally doing her lives while her kids are taking naps, right? So it's just it's very humbling to me. It's just like somebody will in a second trade problems with you, right? To not deal with what they have going on. So I guess I say all I can say is just plug in and kind of make it work for you despite what you have going on, guys, because the most important stuff you have in life you make the time for, right? And if making more money or having more time is important for you, like this can help you figure out how to make the time, because we have it. If you check your phone, right, they got that app that tells on us, the screen time app. I'm sure plenty of people that say they don't have time have 2 hours or more that they're doom scrolling, right? So just turn that into income producing activity, and you're not adding no additional time, guys. You're just not lurking anymore or secret scrolling. You're actually building the income.
Yeah, that's facts right there.
If you're wise big enough to howl, get out of the way, and this business is proving exactly that.
No, 100%. And people are figuring it out. And the hardest part about this is the fact that if it's not working for you, it's because it's you, right? That's the hardest part. But that's the most empowering part, is that you can actually change that, right? You're not blaming it on a job or a boss, right? On a husband, on kids. It's, you figure it out. You figure it out. We've gotten through 100.
You gotta want it bad enough. You gotta want that change bad enough to mentally be like, I want it, I have to have it. Because a lot of people are like, I want it, but it's like, well, I don't have this or I don't have that. You can make excuses all day long, but if you want something bad enough, or if you need something bad enough, you will find a way to get it. You will
100%.
find a way to be successful in it. You're not going to make excuses for yourself. If you need to put food on the table for your kids, you're going to find a way to do it. So it's no different.
It's the exact same. And like, people take penitentiary chances, just like you said, to make sure they're providing for their family. But when it comes to something like this, it's really easy to quit on yourself, right? Like you said, getting in your head. It's like, oh man, I don't got a fresh cut, I'm not going to make my videos today, right? When actuality, like that may be why somebody's not getting started, right? I'm not as clean as that guy is every day. I'm not wearing the suit and tie. And that's what I love about this, because I felt like I had to be that way when I was hanging out on Instagram and stuff. But TikTok, You can just it's like it's church on Sunday. Come as you are, right? And that's what I love. My man, he's in Mexico, hanging out. You can do this anywhere, guys, because wherever you take your phone, you're taking your business, and
Yeah.
that's what I love.
Whether you're successful or a failure, you know, we all have an even playing field here. I think that was another thing that attracted me to this because anybody can do this. I mean, the tangible requirements are you need a cell phone and Wi-Fi. Okay, we all have that.
Everybody.
More countries in the world have that. And then, like I say all the time, you're the common denominator here. So I believe, I was thinking about this before, I gotta go, but I was thinking about this back there about how we all, it's an even playing field. We all have to make a decision first, which is I believe is the easiest and the hardest thing to do here, right? If you know you have it, it's the easiest decision in the world. Yeah, I got this, let's go. And then for the other people who are not like that, I think making that decision is the hardest thing in the world because they allow all this outside noise to get into their head. They allow past failures to get into their head. And it's unfortunate because, you know, we have an even playing field here. And that's one of the reasons why I think this is a, you know, very powerful thing. You don't have an even playing field when you're at a job. And I feel a lot of people just go to jobs nowadays because they've kind of morphed themselves into being the type of person that just wants to show up and get paid. And jobs are literally like, all right, tell me what I need to do so I know what I don't need to do, right? And then they just follow that system and they show up and they, you know, they make that decision that they're not willing to do anything else. And then they just follow the rule book so they do enough not to get fired. And I find that to be unfortunate because they're essentially giving up on themselves, right? We have the potential to do a lot. Granted, we have people that can teach us. We remain coachable. We remain consistent. And we believe in ourselves. So to make this decision, I believe is the easiest and the hardest thing to do. And then once you've made the decision, obviously for a lot of people, it's difficult to remain consistent.
Yeah.
If you can do that, the sky's the limit. So
that's it, guys. Just be consistent. Consistent, like, is the number one thing after you get started, right? Because once you get started, money doesn't just start pouring in. Like some people are led to believe somehow that once they get started in this business, they're reaching out to you a week later, like I haven't made a dime, like what's going on?
yeah.
And it's like, have you made any content? Well, you know, I tried. No, like, did you follow the blueprint? You know, 3 videos a day. How long you been doing it? 30 days. How many videos you got? 11. Well, you should have 90, right?
Yeah.
And that's why it's not working. And it's not that the system's not working. Like I had a girl reach out to me, said she started last week, guys. And she said, I don't really think this is for me. You know, I don't really have the time to make the content. And I'm like, well, probably not, right? You can't expect to get a customer without them knowing you exist. Like it's kind of, I thought it goes without saying, but it's just like McDonald's coffee, right? They have to put the warning hot label on it.
Yes.
I hate the word try. That's a lot of people's problem. Try is a terrible word in English language. So is the word maybe.
Yep.
And if you try to do something, it's not going to cut it. Men don't get on one knee and wait for their fiance to say, "I'll try." They wait for that I do.
Yeah.
If you do, then you'll get there.
I like that.
You don't get on one knee to wait for a maybe. You know, we want to hear yes. And when you're at the altar, you want to hear I do, not I'll try. So
we'll see how this goes.
I hear your video facts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, I speak it how it is. It's for some people, it's not for others, but that's fine with me.
Yeah, and that's the thing, guys. It's literally for everybody. Like any and everybody can do this and should be doing this, but just like we said, it's that thing between your ears, which in this program, you have a celebrity mindset coach that you can plug into to help you get some of that stuff out of the way. And you can realize, like, this isn't a journey of having to do shadow work and heal everything and remove every block before you can start moving your life forward. It's kind of letting you know, like, hey, you can actually push that stuff to the side and figure it out later, or maybe you never figure it out, but you can do what's right in front of you. And that's what some people need, like a permission slip to say, like, hey, like, tell that spouse to go to hell and I'll show back up when I make my first sale because I'm going to make this work for me, right? How many people just don't get started with stuff because they think they need support, right? And you only
Yeah, for
need
sure.
you just need you. You only need you and to figure it out. I mean, in the digital world, like it's creating so many millionaires because just like you said, you just need a phone and Wi-Fi, guys. There's literally 5, 6, 7, 8-year-olds that are making 7 and 8 figures opening toys on YouTube, guys.
Yeah, no shit.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a rabbit hole. That's a rabbit hole. I don't want to talk about that.
So what?
Guys, I gotta go. I gotta run. This was my first live on TikTok, believe it or not.
Yay!
Let's go.
That's awesome.
We're popping cherries.
I love it.
We're gonna reconvene to do this again.
Let's get it.
Fuck yes. Have a good day, hon. See you later, Lou.
But that's what I love about this is just this is for everybody. Like any and everybody can do this. It's just people talk themselves out of it. And you're already kind of doing it. If you're working a job, why not put that same discipline you have for that job into something like this, right? If you're already scrolling on social media and making content, why not monetize it? Like you can monetize this without having to wait for TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook to say, yes, you're monetized, right? This allows you to monetize this from day one because you're coming with 4 products that are already in high demand, right? That are literally teaching people that are scrolling through TikTok that's saying, hey, damn, how do I make some money with this app? Well, here you go, right? Plug into this, do this, say that every day. That's it, right? And I don't know, it's just that time piece is like, people don't think they have the time. You have way more time than you believe. Like, especially if you're at a job. If you go to my earlier videos, you'll see me in the patrol car at work, right? You make it work. But I see my friend Veronica.
I'm at my job now.
You see what I'm saying? I see my friend Veronica pop in. Veronica, are you really willing to come up to the stage, or are you tied up? I know you homeschool and stuff, so you might be tied up.
Hey, Claudia.
I need to figure out how to get more tech savvy like you guys with the not really you use in the profile pic.
Driving the kids.
Yeah, I figured if she's not live herself, she's on the go. So I figured.
Just left our homeschool group. I still think that's awesome, you guys. But you think about this for a second. So Veronica is in our community as well. She gets to homeschool her kids. I'm going to homeschool my kids. I just haven't gotten there yet because I want my littlest one to go to kindergarten. She loves kindergarten. So otherwise I would be doing it now. But you get the freedom to homeschool your kids. You get the ability to spend time with your kids if you want to, and most people do. Some people don't, right? But you get that ability and that freedom to do so instead of being wrapped into or locked into a 9-to-5 job or, a 12-to-12 job, whatever. You get that opportunity so you can free up your time. Most of us want to be there for our kids' games or their practices. We want to be there to show support. If they have recitals and concerts, we want to be there for them. But there's a lot of people that aren't. There's a lot of people like nurses, doctors, whoever that, fire department. There's a lot of parents in general that work 1 to 2 jobs or have jobs that they have to be there. How many people are out there working holidays because they have to, spending their time with other people's families other than their own? Whereas this allows you to create your own business so that you can be successful enough to supplement your income that you'd be making full-time somewhere else so that you can possibly dial back the hours from work and spend that time with your family. Not request PTO because PTO is a freaking SCAM in my opinion. If you earn it, okay, you earned it, you worked for it. You have to request it and then they can tell you no? Like, how is that fair? I know life's not fair, but it shouldn't have to be that way. So you shouldn't have to ask permission to take a break, to go see your kids, to pick them up if they're sick and the school calls you. That's the last thing that I'm going to do. When someone told me, I had someone physically tell me, no, you're not going to go get her from daycare, I told them to shove it somewhere. And I left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like there's so many people out there that are just struggling and like Veronica has the freedom to homeschool and still make money. She's making money through her automated system. She doesn't have to clock in and be somewhere physically to make money. So we teach you guys how to do that. We show you a whole different world of legitimate money making because our world has gone digital. And that's why we're just capitalizing on that. We're at the very forefront, the beginning of what's to come.
Yeah.
It's only going to get bigger from here.
No, 100%. And it was my pleasure, Miss Veronica. I love watching your growth because I remember being in a breakout, and I think at that point she hadn't gone live yet. And now she's like tearing it up, and I love to see it because that's just what this is, guys. You just plug in every day, right? And you just naturally are going to get better just from repetition, guys. Like a lot of people, I don't know, they have this preconceived notion that you got to show up being a star, and it's just like that's not the case for most people. Like you're not good speaking on camera, right? Going live, it's like how do I hold the attention of people's lives or even get people on the live? And then when you start getting people on the live, you got the hurdle of trying to get them to interact. Like it's never ending, right? You just gotta get started, and from there, shock yourself with what's possible. Like with this, a couple months back now, my wife got really sick. We're expecting, and we got 2 kids already, but this pregnancy's been crazy. And she was in the hospital for like 3 weeks.
Wait. You guys are expecting right now?
Yes, we are.
Congratulations. I didn't know that.
You.
That's awesome.
Yes. But I'd say around week 12 or so, she had to go in the hospital because literally from like week 8 on, she was puking every single day. Every meal, couldn't keep anything down. So first stint, she was in the hospital for like 3-4 days. Second stint for like a week, and the next stint for like a week. But that first 3-4 days she went to the hospital, right? Just like you said, this is what I do. So I was able to go to the hospital for the first 24 hours and just be there, right? A year prior, that would have been 2 jobs. One I would have been having to call into, one I would have been having to call off of, right? And that brings its own set of irritation now. Like it's an inconvenience that she's sick, right? Like she has a choice because of the job, right? But I was able to go there and be with her, and overnight, I think I did $2,100 through the system.
Nice.
And I wasn't able to work the business because I'm with her at the hospital, guys. And this is what I'm saying, like, because I said yes to this opportunity and build a foundation, right? That was one time that it saved me, where we're not worrying about an income or worrying about missing work. We can just worry about her health, right? And that's what I'm saying, guys. It's just like the money's cool, but it's like, what does the money provide for you? Like now you don't have to worry. Like she's not working. Obviously, she's in the hospital. I wouldn't have been able to go to work to make sure she's good. And we got 2 other kids, and we were able to make all that work because I have something like this running in the background.
Automations.
100%, Veronica. And that's what's possible. And there's been other times like that. We went out of town one time, and when we got out of town to our hotel, we did this was when I first started this business, so I wasn't used to this life yet. We were still using Afterpay or Firm and Klarna to buy hotels, right? I didn't know, and she didn't know, when you book a hotel through them, and if you don't use that digital card immediately, they cancel it, which cancels your reservation. So when we got out of town and pulled up to the hotel, they were like, hey, we don't have a reservation for you. So now we're 8 hours away from home, $700 some odd dollars tied up with them because they refunded it, and we have no hotel room. So it's like, what do you do? Right? We're going to sleep in the car. right? We're on a bootstrap budget because my wife does natural skincare. So we were actually going to event for her in DC. We're 8 hours away from home. I checked my phone and I see that I got two $600 sales on the drive in that I didn't notice because it's on automations, right? So now it's like, okay, we got the money. Let's go ahead and get the room and enjoy our time, right? And that's something that would have been detrimental had I not had this working for me, guys. So that's why I'm a strong proponent now of like having a plan B with what you got going on, because somebody showed up on my live and said they work for Amazon, the warehouse, like worked there for 6 years, showed up to work, and they stopped her at the turnstiles and said, yeah, we're downsizing and you're one of them. You don't have a job anymore. It's like, what do you do? Right? This is Amazon, right? And they're stopping you at the gate and telling you that we're downsizing, guys. Like, this is what I'm saying. Companies care about you until they don't.
Yep.
And when they don't, they usually don't give you the courtesy of a 2-week notice. They let you know that day we're parting ways. Right? And most people, we are taught financially to have 6 months of reserves, right, saved away just in case something like that happens. But most people, I think 1 to 2 paychecks and you're financially ruined, right? So what's your plan B? Exactly, right? And I was talking about him earlier. That takes you to the extreme. Now you live in paycheck to paycheck. They clip you, and now he's literally admitted himself that he's lived, I believe, in his car and had to stay in shelters.
Yep.
Right? That's how most people are living and learning some skills like this, even despite his situation, right? A phone and Wi-Fi, 8 months later, he's got 200 grand in the bank, guys. So we're definitely selling ourselves short, saying our situation is keeping us away from doing something like this.
Yeah, his story is seriously, it's amazing. And he's one of the really good, I mean, everyone's got different stories, but his, I mean, you got to imagine, you guys, going from nothing, like having a full-time job where you think you've been there for 17 years, you're job security, right? You feel like, I've been here for 17 years. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm immune. There's no reason why anyone should get rid of me unless I physically do something wrong. Well, he didn't, and he lost his job after 17 years. And then just imagine going from that to maybe you have a month's worth of money left. That's not going to be enough to pay for rent, to pay for your car payment, to pay for insurance and your normal bills, your utilities. There's just not enough if you don't have anything saved up. And you have to have a long time savings to even do that before you get depleted. But going from having a home, having a job, to thinking of security, to nothing, living out of shelters, living out of your car, and he's got kids, he's got a family, you know what I mean? Like,
almost lost his family, right? Because it's just, they're dependent on you, and you didn't get any warning, right? Like my friend Claudia says, like, how do we make a reserve with the cost of living so high? Like, that's what I'm saying. They're telling you to do things that are literally an impossibility. Somebody put the Henry Ford quote up there that says, if you think you can, if you think you can't, you're right. But I believe Henry Ford was one of the people that invented the 40-hour work week. You know what I'm saying? So he invented that for the people that don't think they can. Well, come work for me then. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I'll give you a job for now.
Exactly.
Until something changes that I don't need you anymore.
Exactly. And that's what we're trying to get out of, guys. I think everybody should be a business owner, in my opinion. Because, like, this working in retirement, like, that's a fairly new thing. Like, my granddad is 87. Like, they didn't have a 40-hour work week when he was growing up. Like, his family, like, grew crops. Like, they went to the market, and they were it may not have felt like a business to him, but they were business owners, right? Like, this is a fairly new thing. And like my friend said, and I love this quote, he said, you get a job, right? And you ask them to tell you what to do so you can figure out what you don't have to do. And that's how most people operate, right? Until the job clips you. And then what do? Right? And most people don't have a backup plan, right? And it's much easier to get another job while you're employed versus trying to get a job when you aren't. Right? And most of us it's just harder to get something when you need it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. This is something you start when you are in the middle of a crisis.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and you don't want to, like, that's the worst thing to do, because here's the weird thing, right? Oddly enough, everyone is hiring right now. So we have stores that they can't stay open.
Right.
We have people that are laying people off, and these are the same people that are looking for jobs. Now, everyone is hiring, but not everyone's hiring. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, you have a ton of people that are just like, yeah, we're hiring today, we're hiring now, but they're not actually hiring everybody. So you're like, okay, well, I came in to apply for a job, but you're still not going to hire me. I'm not meeting your qualifications or whatever the case may be. So you're in the center of a crisis. You lost your job.
Right.
Or you feel that it's coming on, right? And you're like, let me find another job. So then you default to, let me go do Lyft, because you're not going to get denied for Lyft. Let me just do Uber or Instacart, whatever. But that money is not going to make you a full-time income.
Right.
That's going to make you enough to maybe pay a bill or pay for your gas.
Yep.
So you're breaking even on gas, and you have to have the gas to start. So it's not for everyone, but I mean, like finding a job is not easy. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you start now where you're like, okay, I might be able to do this. I might be able to do this in bite-sized pieces. I can make payments, and that'll help. $25 a month is totally doable. What do you spend $25 a day or a month on or a week that you don't need? Like coffee, Starbucks, you know what I mean?
Netflix,
how much money do you spend on shit you don't need?
The list goes on. Like, they got apps now where you can look and see how many subscriptions that you're actually signed up for. And like, people are spending $100, $200, $300 a month on subscriptions that they don't even know, because they're coming out $9 this day, $10 this day. You dial it up at the end of the month. And where I said, like, if you guys check out the system at checkout, you can get started with this program, a $900 program that gets you $1,900 worth of income that you can start today, even on a payment plan, and get full access to, for payment plans as low as like $56 to $60, right? But we look at that, look, $900. Like, somebody was talking earlier about credit cards being dangerous. It's like, absolutely, if you're using them to live off of.
Yeah.
Right?
Which you should not be.
Exactly.
You should not be living off your credit cards. That's not how it works.
That's not how it works, guys. You invest in something like this on a credit card that's going to create income. And now the actual asset is paying off the debt, guys. You're not clocking a job, having to work extra hours or get another job to try to pay down debt now. Or even worse, you don't have a job at all. How are you making even the minimum payments, which you shouldn't be doing? Right? And that's how it's designed, guys. Like, credit cards are made for the credit card companies to win off of consumers, because that's how they think, right? They use it to buy stuff that they need that don't make them any money, but then you have a moral and emotional guilt to pay it back, and that's how they get you, right? It's like, I gotta pay this back. I can't screw my credit up, blah, blah, blah. As opposed to an investor, credit card companies are scared of, because they know that you're going to figure out a way to pay off this debt, oftentimes where you're not making any interest payments.
Yep. And then now, so imagine if you can pay off your debt that you incurred, all the debt that's on your credit card. Like, I did the same thing when I opened up my tattoo shop. I put everything on credit because I didn't have any money and I didn't have a choice. I was backed into a corner at the time. I didn't know about this. Had I known about this would have been the first thing I did.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's better late than never. You know what I mean? At least now we know about it now.
And that's another that's another thing that you said. It's better late than never, guys. Like, you are brand new in every moment. Like, it doesn't matter if you, just like you said, you think you're backed in the corner and you have no way out. This is the type of opportunity that you can get into and tell your story, and it'll pull you out of that corner, because people can relate, right? People can relate to literally not being able to buy a piece of bubble gum on credit if they wanted to, right? Right? Being homeless, right? I mean, just all I can say is get started, guys, and not for nothing, just get in the community and network with these people on these trainings and hear their stories. and you will be grateful for the problems that you have compared to some of these other people. Not to knock anybody, because they're just sharing their story and how their story is not hindering them because they're sharing their story. And you get on social media and people are like, damn, I thought I was the only person dealing with this. Like, you know, I resonate with Liz. I resonate with Khalif because I know exactly what that's like, but I thought it was over for me. You meaning that there's a way to get out of this, and you have you can teach me how to do it step by step, right? I may need to sacrifice and sell some shit that I shouldn't have bought that's not making me any money to get out of my situation, or you offer payment plans where I can get started with this and start learning and earning. That's how we got to start thinking, guys. Like, not like, oh, this is $900. I never could do that, right? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, nothing's going to change because that's how you think. Nothing can ever change because you don't feel like you're worthy of your situation changing, guys. It shouldn't be, I can't afford it. It should be, how can I afford it? Right? And then your mind starts giving you ideas on how you can afford it, guys. Like, the money's there. Like, money's just an idea. Like, just go on Marketplace and list some stuff that you haven't worn in 6 months, right? Or years, or, you know, if you got a specialty, like you do tattoos, right? I remember when I was high school, the old high school tattoo parties, right? Just think outside the box, guys, and hustle up a couple of bucks. And once you invest in yourself, this will multiply it for you, right? It's just figuring out an idea to get the investment going.
Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. Honestly, there just is. You're always gonna find a way to do something if you really want it bad enough. And it's one of those things where you just have to remember that if you are negative about it and you're always that person that's like, well, that's never gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gonna be too much. Think about the most successful person didn't start with everything.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't, you know, people that are like, yeah, here's some Lambos, here's some mansions, here's a Rolex. Some of these people did not come from money, but some did. Some of these people didn't have to work for it. It was given to them. And these are not the people that we're talking about. These are real people with real world problems like you and I, that we started from our normal lives. We didn't have all these big fancy things. We might still not, but we are able to put food on the table. We're able to pay off our debt.
Exactly.
That's more important than getting a Rolex or a Lambo. You want one, fine, that's great, good for you. But this is more important. Life, having food on the table, paying off your debt, not having to work 2-3 jobs, and then wearing yourself down to burnout.
Yeah.
You know, where you're just like, holy crap, you have a way to do this. Stop limiting yourself. Stop your limiting beliefs. Stop thinking that you can't do something because you absolutely can.
Yeah.
Stop being a skeptic because of your past failures. If you didn't fail, you can't be successful. So you learn from your experiences, you know?
Yeah, I love the acronym for FAIL is first attempt in learning, right? How does that shift your paradigm just hearing that, right? Mm-hmm. You don't know what you don't know. So all you have is your wisdom to go off of, guys. And like, I read a book. I can't remember the guy's name, and I'm sad because this will shift your paradigm. But he went out into the wilderness to try to find himself, to get back to his divine being, just to fast forward and come back to tell us to say you don't have to do that. All it is just making choices in your life. Like, just make a choice to do it. Like, he's built billion-dollar companies. He spent time building houses. And these were all things that he had no proficiency in doing it. Didn't know how to do it at all. He just said yes. And the means willed the end. Like, I'm talking, he's built billion-dollar companies, tens of million-dollar house building firms, got into the tech trade, and he admittedly said, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I just said yes, and the means came, right? And that's just being free-flowing, guys, not sitting there saying, let me think about it, which actually means let me fear about it and think about all the ways that it's not going to work out for me, and then you never picking it back up or never getting started. right? Just start and figure it out. Just like anything, start rough draft moves, and you can always go back and revise. None of this stuff is permanent, guys. Like, look at my early content. It's horrible. I still think my content's not that great, but I'm just consistent. And that's the biggest thing, is you're going to beat anybody that's gorgeous, right? That has talent, that only shows up once or twice a week or not at all. If you just show up every day being consistent, guys. And that's one thing I know that everybody can do, right? That's a skill set, is just showing up every day, right? Without fail, despite what your head is telling me, right? Just show up daily. And this blueprint, literally, like, if you plug into the blueprint today, or if you don't, like, the mentorship is still there every day, whether you're choosing to plug into it or not. And I think people don't understand that. They say, hey, it doesn't work. Well, when's the last time you plugged in? Or they're asking you questions that were on literally a post that was posted today or training, and they are lost in the sauce because they're just simply not plugging in, guys. Like, this is just like the work corporate morning huddle, right? But you just get that every day from someone who's earned 7 figures now twice over, telling you exactly every day what to do, what to say, what to post to get customers. People just choose not to do it. And people like fight like what's that movie from back in the day, The Fight Club, right? For their limitations. Well, I don't have time. My kids this, my husband that, my wife this. And they will fight you to the death for their limitations, right? When you can just choose to wake up a little bit earlier, go to sleep a little bit later, when you don't have that distraction to do the activity, guys. And that's just all we're saying, is that the space is there for you to do it if you just say yes, right? Versus arguing for your limitations that you know aren't gonna, they haven't gotten you anywhere this long. People will be in the same situation 20, 30, 40, 60 years, never figure it out, right? And that's the reason why, because you never thought to say, hey, maybe this can go my way, right? Right? You may have to step on some toes. You may have to just sit down and have a conversation with your family. And it's not to ask permission. You let them know this is what you're going to be doing. But in exchange for you doing this, this is the result you intend to have for the family. Like, most people don't have that conversation, right? And then they quote unquote fail. And there's no, you can't fail. Like, fail's not a real thing. You either succeed eventually or you just quit, right?
Yep.
And that's why your spouse doesn't support you, guys. And this is what I'm gonna leave you with. A lot of people think they have a spouse that isn't supportive when it comes to endeavors like this. It's not that they're not supportive. It's that they hate the person you are when you fail, when you're not, when things aren't going the way you need them to go, the person that you are, right? And they see you pick up and put down a whole bunch of things. What they're actually doing is acting uninterested to try to save you. Because they don't want you to go through that again. It's not that they don't want you to succeed, right? So maybe have the conversation with that person and be real with yourself, because the only person you're fooling is yourself, and you can't. So let them know, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what it claims to help me do. This is what I want this to do for our family, right? And I just need you guys on board, right? Not just something that you're kind of half doing, and when it's not working, right, you're just a terrible person to be around. I hope that made sense, guys. But like, the spouse isn't, it's not that they're not supportive, guys. They're in a roundabout way, like, loving on you by showing no interest so you can just move on.
It's their way of protecting you.
Yes.
Because they don't want to see you fail.
Exactly.
Fail.
Right. And like, I had to have that realization, right? And just a conversation had to be had. And another conversation maybe this is not going the way that I intended on it to go. And instead of having a meltdown, just have another conversation, right? They may understand or they may not understand. But the thing is like, it's communication, right? You're not just assuming that the contract renewed with the next opportunity, right? And that's what it is, guys. Just show up and show out, right? And a powerful thing Amy said is make your why about you, guys. It doesn't always have to be about your spouse or your kids, right? Because so many times we try to pour from an empty cup. Make this about you. Get yourself straight so you can, as they say on the plane, put your mask on first before you can help anybody else. Right? It's okay to be selfish so you can be selfless, guys. We try to pour from an empty cup, right? Putting ourselves in bad situations. And like, if you're in a bad situation, who's going to be the person that helps everybody? Right? So I say all that to say is get in here, right? Over almost 40,000 people, guys. There's no way that this isn't working, that are like-minded and move in the same direction as you to build a daily passive income online to be able to then step back into their life and do what it is they want to do. Like my friend Marianne, she's traveling and building this business, scaled it to 6 figures, and all she does is drives around in an RV, right? And that's what her dream was, right? And somebody got on her live like, "Oh, if this is working so much, why are you in a motorhome or whatever?" And it's just like, this isn't for everybody. Like, everybody doesn't understand that money isn't Bentleys and Rolls Royces and mansions, right? Like our friend that was on earlier, like he's in Mexico, like that's where he wants to be, right? So this is built for whatever lifestyle you want to live. But again, number one point on the website is get started. So for those on my side of things, right, website is getdailypayments.com. These are the 4 products I promote. Website fee, one-time investment, guys, and payment plans are available, right? You just got to get started. And this isn't, we're holding your profits hostage until you pay this off. You get immediate access, right, to start learning and earning, guys, where you can make $900, $600, $300, $100 per sale, per day, per customer, guys. There's people that are making hundreds and thousands of dollars a day plugging into this system because you get 100% profits, guys, right? This isn't your mom's Avon and Mary Kay back in the day where you're slinging lipsticks and lotions and candles for a 25% commission, guys.
Thank God for that.
Man. And my friend Liz, you want to tell them where to find you?
Yeah, I am dailyincomepayments.com for anyone that wants to find me. Dailyincomepayments.com. My stuff is in my car. But yeah, you can just go there or click on my face somewhere in the profile and you'll find my link in my bio. And then otherwise, I'm here just hanging out whenever. I'm just all over the place.
No, I love it, guys. And this is what you can build to. Like, we didn't get here on day one. Like, this is a grind in the sense that you have to show up every day and see something that other people around you don't see at all, right? That's what vision is. And that's okay. You got to be okay with people not seeing your vision because it's your vision, not theirs. But when it shows up, again, you're able to now be that person that can show up and help everybody versus being jammed up and feeling guilty or being made to feel guilty because you can't help, right? Because I know everybody knows what that feels like. And everybody deserves to be able to do essentially the definition of abundance is being able to do what you want to do when you need to do it and have the resources, right? And that looks different for everybody. That's not millions for some people, right? That's just being able to take this and do what you need to do to get what you need to get to make life happen the way you want it to. And that's what I got. Do you have anything you want to sneak in here, Liz, before I get out of here?
Honestly, I think we covered a lot of stuff just in general talking, but I think that the important thing for a lot of people to remember when they're curious about stuff is that when you think about starting your own online business or any business in general, it is still a business. And so I want you guys to think about this from a different perspective for a second. You have to treat it as that. You have to treat it as if you got the keys to a building and you are responsible for building your business and growing it. It is no different than that, except it's just on a digital space.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for that overhead, but you still need to put in the time. You still need to put in the work and the effort. Now, the effort is not 40 hours a week. It's 2 to 3 hours here and there, a day, but like here and there through the nooks and crannies of your day. But if you're not committed, and we talked about this, and you're not consistent, you're not coachable, this is something that might not be for you. Yeah. If you're looking for instant money and to get rich quick overnight, that's not how a business works. You don't start a business expecting to get rich quick overnight. This is something you build at. This is something you're going to work towards. You're going to have goals just like anyone else. But I want you to be realistic about it. So when it comes down to it, that's my 2 cents. Be realistic about your expectations and your goals. What do you want to work towards? And that's the most important thing you have to think about on top of, I'm just going to make money. I just want to make money right now. You're going to make the money. You just have to plug in. You have to do the training. You have to be a self-starter because, again, there's no upline. There's no downline. It's yours. So we provide you all the tools that you need to do this. You just have to be consistent and plug in and do it. We're going to have people that are interactive training in our classes and everything that we do for you. But again, we cannot hold your hand physically. So if you try for, let's say, a week and you're like, I'm not seeing anything, that's because you're not doing the things you're supposed to do to make this successful. No one started a Starbucks and said, well, screw the recipes, I'll make my own coffee and be successful, because people are going to be really mad. Right. I'm a coffee Karen. So I'm like, if you don't make my latte how I asked you to do it, then I'm not going to be happy. You know what I mean? So just remember, if you're going to do something like this, it's always important to, number 1, do your research. So go to the link in his bio, go to the link in my bio, go to the link in the bio, right? Yep. Check that out. Do your information, your due diligence, check your research, make sure it's going to be something for you. Understand what it is that you're going to be doing, and then go from there, make your decision. So make an informed decision, an educated decision on what you're going to do. So that's my 2 cents.
No, and just to tail off that, guys, people ask like coachable. What does being coachable mean? Yeah. This is what being coachable does not look like. Hey, Khalif, I've been doing this 30 days and I haven't made a sale yet. What's your tips? And I'm going to immediately ask you, how many videos do you have out there? Right? You're not coachable if your response to that is, oh, I know we're supposed to be doing 3 a day. That's the exact opposite of being coachable, right? You know you're supposed to be doing 3 a day. That response lets me know that you're not doing that. So start there. Or people that haven't started at all yet, hey, what's your tip to start making sales? I just started a week ago. Well, have you opened up the blueprint yet? Well, no. Well, start there, right? Being coachable is kind of back to the old school, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, right? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? And not to get bent out of shape and offended if you aren't, right? Just like she said, if you tried it a week and it didn't work, that doesn't mean it doesn't work. Like she said, I made a sale my first day, which I feel like is probably the worst thing that can happen to a newbie, because when it doesn't come like it did for me, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, even though I got my next sale on like the 6th or the 7th day, those days in between seem like months, right? But I knew this was a new skill and something that I had to plug into and just be a student of, right? And had no expectations personally on making any money. And I happened to make money my first day, I think my 6th day, and then by the 10th day, I made my investment back, right? But imagine if I quit on day 7, right? I wouldn't have made my money back. Now this is a scam and they just got me for my $900. And then if I didn't get past that 10th day, I wouldn't have made my money back, right? And even after the 10th day, there were some lulls in there. I didn't make any money. But past the 10th day, if I quit, I wouldn't have went on to make $4,950 in my first 30 days, right? So I say all that to say, guys, just follow the blueprint, right? Don't worry about the result. Just do the activity, and the activity compiles, because what is Liz's favorite? The automations, right? Every day you do the activity, you're stuffing people in your pipeline. So just keep stuffing your pipeline until it pukes on you.
Dirty.
There it is. But
I'm a child.
But again, guys, get daily payments straight away for me. All the info's in that link. Just click the Six Figure Blueprint link or go directly to getdailypayments.com. Liz's friends and followers, she told you where to find her to get started, guys. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is what business owners don't do, right? I don't know your age, but I'm assuming that are you in the millennial? I'm
37.
Okay. So this is what we do. We work together. Like, that old school thought of competition, like, that's dead, guys. There's over 5 billion people on social media. If you give me 1% of those, that's 50 million people that still have to find me. I'll be okay, guys. We can collaborate and work together and bring our minds together just to, like, give people another way of thinking, right? Because a lot of people think like, oh, I see everybody's doing this. And not to go down that rabbit hole, but that's the power of social media. When you click on it one time, you're going to see a lot of people doing this because the algorithm is going to keep feeding you that stuff. Test it. Take your wife's phone or your husband's phone or your kid's phone, right? And look at their feed.
Yep.
It's not going to look anything like yours. So that's how you use this to your advantage, right? And you're taught step by step how to do it, right? If you click one cat video, it's like you can't get rid of them, right? It teaches you how to do that, but with your business, right? It's simple, but it's not easy because, just like she said, you have to show up every day and be consistent, right? And life always finds a way to throw a monkey wrench in that. You just gotta be conscientious of that and just be like, no, I'm gonna do what I do. I'm only 2 hours, if you can sit down 2 hours uninterrupted, guys, like, this business will change your life. Right? It's when you start adding in all the other stuff and you're trying to shoot videos while you're doing this and that is when it can get hectic. Just square away some personal time. And it doesn't have to be 2 hours straight. Just when you have your time, it's your time to do your thing and you'll be fine. But I appreciate you hopping up, my friend. I hope you have a great rest of your day over there.
Invite.
No doubt.
You too.
We need to do this again. It seems like the people are getting some value.
Yeah, I'm game. That'd be awesome. That was fun.
Awesome, my friend. I will see you guys all on the next one.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye. Park. Come on, Park. Come on.